In today's video, we'll be resetting and deep cleaning the living room and dining room. As always, either get your cleaning kit ready, or a snack, or maybe even both. Join me and let's get straight into it. To keep this space as mentally doable as possible, I broke it down into 4 areas. Something a bit like this. Before I started in those different areas though, I opened a new duster, popped around all the top edges of the room, and gave the place a quick tidy. And I started with the job that I least wanted to do in order to make everything in the room that little bit easier to do. We are not one of those households that pull our TV unit out and clean behind there very often at all. And so that is where I started with today's clean. And boy, am I so glad I did, because after doing this, I felt like I was on a roll, wanting to get this room done and dusted. And don't get me wrong, doing this room was split over 2 days, but I just love tackling the task you least want to do first. I just used some hot soapy water and a microfiber cloth to give everything a wipe. Surprisingly, it wasn't actually too bad filth-wise, but the fireplace, that was a different kettle of fish. I must not have cleaned that in I don't know how long, and it's quite revolting, you will see. Does anybody else like to move their ornaments and then put them back in a different place? Because I do too. And look, can you see the difference between the clean and the dirty? Left is clean, right was dirty. How revolting is that? And can you see all of the dog hair on that? I don't know what's been going on, but that was too much for my stomach, and I own the dog. Before I knew it, I was in zone 3 from that little map that I showed you earlier on, sorting out the living room. So this meant having to bring up the rug and sort out the sofa. And I have a new rug for this space, which I'm really excited to share with you all. You shall see that shortly. This is the second room that I'm deep cleaning since getting back from holiday. And I think that's because when you go away, no matter where you're staying, you realise that having that peace in your mind, because you're not surrounded by so much stuff and clutter, is really valuable. And I think when I came back from our trip, I was like, do you know what? I want to try and recreate that a bit more in my own home. And that's what I've been doing. And as I sit in the living room doing the voiceover of this video, this room now feels so much more lighter, and it's weird to describe, isn't it, when you know something's just fully clean and sorted. In my opinion, there's no better feeling, and especially when it's your own home. But I guess that's where the inspiration has really come from. I'm trying to recreate almost that holiday hotel feel where there isn't all that noise around you, even though you still have general life noise going on. As part of this clean, I was desperate to sort out the sofa. That involved making sure that the cushion covers were put into the wash, giving it a really good hoover, but I also decided to treat the leather on the sofa. Now, if you're not new around here, you already know I am a big believer of take care of what you already have before even trying to replace it. And I also grew up in a household where we had a leather sofa, and I would watch my mum growing up feeding the leather almost every year, which I have not copied her in that sense. However, I am very aware that I should be taking much more care of this than what I am. So I bought myself a little kit off of Amazon, and I've given it a go. So this is purely just to maintain the leather. This isn't a paint or a stain or anything like that. I don't want to change the colour of our sofa. I just want to make sure that it ages with grace, which is something that I would like to do, but I digress, and I'm not going to digress today. The leather kit came with everything that I needed, and honestly, I think it's a 10 out of 10. It's really fed the leather well, and where we were starting to get some cracks and it was going a little bit dry, it seems to have just plumped it back up really nicely. If you've got any leather, it doesn't have to be a sofa. This stuff is literally for any leather. It's worth taking those 5 minutes just to take care of it. I soon realised I had started falling out of my zone cleaning, so I quickly gave a few bits a once over in order just to try and keep on top of zone 1 and zone 3. And I must have been living under a rock recently, because this is my first time using the dust magnet and it's amazing. How have I missed out on this for so long? One thing I was super excited for whilst doing this clean was to put down the new rug that FlexiSpot has kindly sent us. Naturally, I was interested to see how it would hold up against our girl Nova, as I chose the palest one possible, called Santorini. I can safely say we are not disappointed. The foam base adds an excellent cushioning layer, which doesn't just make it super comfy for us to walk on, but also excellent for Nova too, especially when she's jumping off the sofa. If you know, you know. Since putting it down, Nova has also inevitably gotten it dirty, and the marks have fully lifted off with only washing up liquid and water. It's also machine washable, which, as we all know, that is music to my ears. The instructions state how friendly the cleaning product should be to use on this rug in order to keep it as beautiful as ever. To see how this space looks once the room is back together, keep watching for the full reveal. Thank you to FlexiSpot for this rug, and I'll leave all the details of this rug in the description below. I was then back to doing what I do best, which is of course cleaning up the golden dust. And using a lint roller on fabric items when you have a dog, or even if you don't have a dog and you just want to quickly and easily collect dust, it is completely the way. The amount of times I use a lint roller a day is pretty ridiculous. Speaking of that though, I am trying out a new hack currently, which I'm sure you'll have all heard of before. It's mixing some fabric softener with water. Of course I've used fairy fabric softener, and apparently it's meant to reduce static. So I try it out at the end of this video, and I'm also going to be dousing myself in it, because we all know when I'm wearing, well, just whenever I wear any colour, but especially black, it's like Nova is drawn to me. Anywho, I have now moved to zone 2 for the clean, which meant pulling out our dining room table and collecting yet, yes, you guessed it, more golden dust, of course, what else? And I don't know well, we do know how long that's been there, but I also found some Christmas wrapping paper, so that gives you an indication of the last time we not only sat at that side of the table, but also cleaned it. Yeah, I've just completely outed myself there, haven't I? One thing I am quite interested in though is how often do people eat at their dining room tables? Because we don't eat at our table all that often. If we've got family round or friends and we're hosting type of thing, we pull the table out and we'll sit there and all eat our tea. But day to day, we don't. I would actually say that we're in a pretty bad habit for just sitting on the sofa watching TV. But I'm interested, what do you guys do? Do other people make more use of their table? Sometimes feel that when we have children, I think I'd be more inclined to sit at the table then to help break away from the relaxing TV to sitting at the table as a family. And that's something I did growing up as well, was we would sit at the table. But I'm interested. Let me know what you guys do. Are you sofa people or are you dining room table people? Okay, so I know the whole zone thing fell off a cliff ages ago during this clean, but just in case anybody is keeping track, we're in zone 4 at the moment. However, you could argue that I haven't technically finished zones 1 and 2, and I do touch back onto them the next day after these clips. If I could find a home for our little treadmill somewhere else, I would absolutely love to. I'm not a huge fan of having it in the dining room section, but do you know what? It's also a bit of a lifesaver when I'm working late, I haven't done my steps for the day, and I just need to get a few more in because it means I can work and get some steps in. I'm trying to be a little bit better at the moment in moving more and just generally eating a little bit less because I can eat. This has been on my to-do list for so long. So the pile of computer items that you can see on the right-hand side just by the table is an absolute hot mess. So I took myself off to the range and bought a foldable storage ottoman, and bish bash bosh, what do you know? Should have done this ages ago. Everything is now hidden beautifully. I do fear that it'll be one of those things where it's out of sight, out of mind, but at the moment, that's absolutely fine. It's better than looking at a computer and a bunch of cables. I'm not a huge fan of having the computer in here, but we have nowhere else for it to go. So it's kind of a needs must at the moment. You see, I wasn't fibbing when I told you that the zones went out of the window a long time ago, because this should have been done ages ago and it wasn't. The day I started this, the thought of doing that chair, cleaning it and feeding it was not appealing to me in the slightest. So I cracked on with it the next day, and I'm really glad I did. I feel like I could see more of a difference on the leather this time than what I could on the main sofa, which is quite surprising because we use the sofa more than the chair, and that is the solution that I was mentioning to you about earlier on. So obviously I haven't sprayed it on the leather, I have just done it onto the fabric and the cushions, but here's hoping it will repel some of the golden dust, which ultimately means it's just going to fall onto the floor. But, you know, you win some, you lose some. And here is a little sneak peek of how that rug is starting to look in the room. I feel like it really helps to brighten the space a little bit, which is also why I went for the colour that I did. And can I just say, the smell of the fairy fabric softener is absolutely lush. How calming is this now for the space? Ignore the duster on the floor still. As always, if you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I shall see you in the next one.